All in favor?
Aye.
2-0. Sheriff?
Inmate numbers, we have 50 inmates in jail, 27 pretrial circuit, 16 pretrial superior, 4 DOC, 1 F6. Yeah, just a couple things. Obviously, with the power surge, whatever is going on, I haven't heard from anybody what's going on, but we did lose power at the jail about probably 20 minutes ago, and generator fired up. We had testing done on that a while back because it runs regularly. We hadn't done a full load test on it for a long time, so it fired right up. And good news, nobody broke out of jail, so we're good there. They are going to get us on the schedule soon now that the weather's nicer for that clean out to help us as a temporary fix to some of the sewer stuff. And then we're going to work with Superior to keep going on this bigger project as far as the rest of the jail, but we're still at initial stages on that.
Have you addressed that with county council for funding?
I have not. I'm not up to go this month, but I'll reach out to Seth, kind of give them a heads up. I know, talking to Lisa, we still have that jail improvement fund. I don't know what the scope of the amount of that project would be. I know we have close to 900,000, close to $1 million in there, in that jail improvement fund, that builds, as part of our, funding for that. We did that with the jail renovation, for the bond payments. Portion of that goes into the jail improvement fund, so that's built up to $1 million right now, so.
Good.
Yep. Any questions?
Nope, thank you.
Okay,
Very
thank
good.
you.
Thank you, Scott.
Yep.
Mr. Witt?
Evening.
Evening.
At this time, I have no new updates on any of my projects that are going through the closeout process. Operations-wise, we had some winter operations last Monday. We assisted, well, I can't say we assisted. John Petro and the EMA guys helped us out. There was a down utility pole on 100 West, just south of 224. They did traffic control for us. So that was the only concern that we had over that icy time on Monday morning before it melted off. We're continuing to clear brush along the right of way. The roads are a little bit saturated this time. We're going to get more rain this week, and in the next, we got a couple days they're calling for possibly an inch of rain. So we will not see us grading, but from a brush clearing standpoint, Meridian Road, we've went ahead and gone on to the next 2 miles, start clearing it out. So come fall, when it's dry, we can get into the stone side of that. So we're getting ahead. And then today we were down on 1000 South, over the Salamone. We were clearing brush. Went out today, helped the guys. Kind of may outwork some of the younger guys. It was kind of fun.
Show 'em how it's done.
Yeah, that's right. Grading gravel roads wise, like I said, rains are going to mess with us, but we're trying to keep them as smooth as we can until we get through this time period. And then we'll put some gravel down on those as times dry out. And as soon as we get the dirt loader, we will start taking care of those shoulders. So that way we get a little more drainage. Last week, I'd signed our team up for some some trainings through LTAP, and we did our drainage training last week. So Kosciuszko County Highway Superintendent came over. It was good. We got a perspective from them on how they do things, along with the statewide training that he does. So our guys picked up a few new things we're going to try out. Equipment and facilities wise, a couple of trucks with concerns, nothing huge. We got rusted out oil pan on truck 5. That's going to get replaced. We're going to get the pan through Selkings. We'll get that replaced. Finishing up the transmission on 25. There was a core charge on that transmission, so we will be getting a check back from the transmission supplier. And then that takes me into 2 pieces of equipment. We did bids for a 4-post lift. I sent out for 3 bidders. I assumed it was going to be over 50,000, so I went by that set of state standards. via email, and I got one bid back from Gasoline Equipment Company. This is with a few accessories and total installation. Bid of $48,048. This is for an 18,000-pound lift that will support all of our smaller vehicles under dump trucks. So we have an F-550 that is outfitted for sign work. It has a crane mounted on it, so it's got a little bit of weight to it. So I don't want to say we went oversized, but we are doing something that's safe enough for all of our equipment and being prepared for the future.
This will take the entire fleet, all the cars, trucks.
Correct. We got a couple of jack stands coming with it, and then transmission stand, sorry. 2 rolling jacks, the oil drain stand, and a transmission jack. So that way we can take care of other smaller vehicles as well and do a little more extensive work than we originally planned on.
You need that in the form of a motion? I'll make that motion to allow that to proceed.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
That comes out of where?
Be the highway,
Motor vehicle? Or
it can, the highway, highway equipment budget is what we were looking at taking that out of.
You have the funds necessary for that.
The funds are there. I asked if there's any other way, if anyone else was going to chip in. If not, I have it covered. If we had funding from other departments, then I would go off after another couple pieces of equipment, but we held back until this was brought up, approved, before we went after anything else.
When will we convey it to all the other departments?
As soon as I can tomorrow, and I can find out when the estimated delivery of this is and installation and item on equipment is, I got this was under 50, well under 50,000. This is for a box broom to mount on our skid loader for $6,586. We rented one back in the fall for 2 days, and we used it to clean debris off of bridge decks. And this is something we can also use to clean debris off of driveways and such if we're doing work, say like with a road conversion, instead of sweeping it with our Superior broom into the yards. So it will get a lot of use. And we're, like I said, it's $6,586 from Bobcat here in town.
Need a motion?
I'll make that a motion to allow that to move forward.
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And the last thing I have is rights of way. I have 4 parcels for County Road 450 East for ditch and shoulder repair. And then I believe there is one from area plan.
That's correct. We have one from area plan at 1200 South for the Reynolds property. We can bundle all those into one motion to approve the 5 total rights of way.
I'll make that motion.
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Nate?
First up, I had given Ted a copy of a permit for JL Contracting and Communications. They're doing a short run of bored underground fiber on 100 West, just north of 224. I'm recommending that for approval.
I do have the application for permit. Our county engineer has approved that, so I would request that the commissioners move to approve the application permit.
So moved. I'll make that motion.
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
2-0.
All right, next up, I've got, I plan on going to the county council meeting tomorrow evening for some appropriations, so I just had those to briefly mention. I think most of these have been discussed either at a prior meeting or this meeting, but the dirt loader previously bid and approved. I'm looking at utilizing the highway garage fund for all of these, actually. So the dirt loader, the Bobcat box broom attachment that Matt just mentioned, and then also previously mentioned by Matt was a pair of mobile lifts.
Yep. Okay.
And the 4 posts is coming out of something else?
Yeah, just highway equipment. And then, as mentioned at the last meeting, we did put out a community crossings project for bid in the event that the Senate bill passes. So it has been advertised. I had 4 requests for plans and specifications last week. So I've got all those documents to the prospective bidders. The bid opening right now is set for March 18th at 1 PM out at the County Highway Garage.
So did the funds pass, the
Yes.
75 million,
Oh, did they?
Yep.
I had not seen that.
Yep.
last minute?
It was Thursday or Friday. Now we just have to be selected for the second time.
Right.
Get it?
I'll be waiting on a phone call from NDOT
Yes.
or email.
You said 18th?
Yes,
Okay.
March 18th, yep.
It wasn't the feedback from the state that we had a pretty good chance of,
I mean, they reached out to me and basically more or less conveyed that they would like us to be ready if the funds became available. So to me, I would hope they wouldn't ask us to put a project out for bid if they weren't looking at us. Then final update would be on Bridge 54. Pier 2 stem has been poured. They have started driving piling for in-bent number 1. And then just a small note, Citizens Telephone has some facilities within the project limits that they've looked at relocating just to avoid potential conflict with one of the reinforced concrete box structures that's on the south end of the project. So they were on site last week talking with Kurt and the contractor, making sure that they relocate where we need them to be to avoid that conflict. And that's all I've got for this week.
Well, good afternoon. I am just here to request funding as, I'm not sure what they titled me as, the AED project manager or whatever, but we do need replacement AED pads for the 8 defibrillators that we place throughout the county buildings. The pediatric pads expired in January, so they are currently expired. The adult ones don't expire till April 2027. So we usually get 2 to 5 years of life out of them. We are 2 years into the program now, so just requesting funding. When I initially contacted Jennifer about this through the EMS to get the pads, she thought they would be more expensive than what we paid for them last time. But after seeing the quote, they are actually cheaper now, go figure. They were $97.59 a set then. Now she's quoting me $95.25 for a set, so I need 8 sets of those for a total of $762.
Make that a motion. We'll agree to that.
You wanna pay for it out of one of the miscellaneous lines?
I'm okay with that.
Budget or lit, whichever one.
budget.
And just for future reference, is this something, each time they expire, do I need to come before you and request that, or is that?
Put them as a line item. We know expiration dates should just be a line item on the
Right.
budget.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be the best way to handle something.
And then we can just submit a claim or through that.
We'll have to get the approval.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mr. Hahn.
Evening.
Might need this for tomorrow.
You might need this for this week, so. Good evening. I'm here as a member of the Maumee River Basin Commission. March 8th through the 14th of this year is Flood Safety Awareness Week. I believe that's done in conjunction with the National Weather Service Severe Weather Awareness Week. So Wallace County is a member of both the Maumee River Basin and the Upper Wabash River Basin Commissions. The Maumee has been focused since 1986 on trying to remove property from the flood zone and to mitigate flood damage. When it comes to that, it's hard to prevent flooding from happening. but you can mitigate the amount of damage that it causes when it happens. Just one statistic, or a couple of statistics, I guess, that I looked up before I came over here. No surprise, about 90% of the deaths that are caused during a flood are from drowning. Over half of those drownings are because of a motor vehicle going off into water. So the thing to remember, and I know we'd had some signs that we had received a grant to place around the county, various places, the turnaround, don't drown. When you see water across the road, it is sometimes difficult to know that the road is still there where the water is going across. You may think that it's very shallow and can be driven through, but it may not, the entire road may not be there. So with that, I would ask for you guys to declare March the 8th through the 14th as Flood Safety Awareness Week.
So moved. Seconded. That was all signed. You see Mike sign it.
I just give one to Lisa and we keep the other one. Excellent. Appreciate it.
Hopefully we don't have to use the turnaround, don't drown tomorrow.
Thank you. Thanks, Jared.
Mr. Elwell and company.
And company, indeed.
I feel like I need to stand up and salute just Scott's coat.
Good afternoon. Thank you for taking the time to hear us today. Hopefully, we won't need the flood awareness reminders, but it sounds like we're going to get some rain this week. I just have a brief statement to read. We're here today to ask you to stand with us as we prepare to celebrate a truly historic milestone, the 250th anniversary of our country. Our theme this year, United We Stand 250, is more than a slogan. It's a reflection of what this celebration has always represented to our community and what it can continue to be when we work together. For more than 25 years, Wells County and the city of Bluffton have partnered to provide a safe, professional 4th of July celebration for our residents. Since Knightship has shown in schools this year. We're also hoping to involve the local history museum with roaming historians to bring about our shared past, and we welcome additional ideas as planning continues. If you have any input on that, we'd love to hear it. The funding we're requesting supports more than fireworks. It supports a broader, well-organized celebration that creates a safe, positive space for families of all backgrounds together. It supports downtown activity and draws people into our community, encourages local spending, and showcases Wells County as a place that values tradition, collaboration, and civic pride. At a time when our nation is extremely divided, events like this remind us that we're still one community and one county. By supporting this celebration, the county sends a powerful message that local government can lead by example, working together to invest in experiences that unite people. This is a once-in-a-generation anniversary, and we're a country worth celebrating, and we believe that Wells County is worth celebrating together. We ask for your support not only as a financial partner, but as a visible sign that we stand united in caring about what happens in our communities and the traditions that bring us together. Thank you for your time, and we appreciate your service to Wells County. And we are here as a committee and a team led by a red, white, and blue leader. You look good, Scott.
Yeah.
You look good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal, and we're privately fundraising as well, and we've got some of that done already, but we have a larger budget this year. We want to do a larger fireworks show. We want a couple fuel bombs. If you've never seen those, they're pretty sweet. We just have a well-rounded list of activities, and we would deeply appreciate your consideration in being involved in that.
Is it the request is, I was told it's down to 12 something now?
Yeah,